I'm Ashton Addison from EventChain for Investmentpitch Media and FinTech News Network. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Edward Moncada, the co-founder and CEO of Blockfolio. Edward, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you here today.
Thanks for having me, Ashton.
You're very welcome. I'd love it if you could start with a basic explanation for those who aren't familiar with Blockfolio. What exactly is Blockfolio, and how does it make it easier to track your digital assets?
Blockfolio is I'd say we're the number one portfolio tracking app, mobile portfolio tracking app for the cryptocurrency space. So we're basically we built this product that's very easy for you to input what your token positions or your crypto investments might be, across any number of exchanges, and be able to instantly get price information and kind of within the app, it sort of spits out, like the simplified spits out what your portfolio balance is, no matter how many different coins you hold, no matter how many different exchanges you hold cryptocurrencies on.
Great. And do you guys have integrations and APIs that make it easier than having to type in decimals of specific cryptocurrencies that you have? Because I know it can get very tedious.
Yeah, we do. So yeah, we launched that feature a while back. We have the ability to basically through API keys, you can auto sync your portfolio. We support like most of the major exchanges. That way you don't have to manually input trades anymore.
Mm-hmm. And Blockfolio now has 5 million downloads. So congratulations to that. That's amazing. What would you say has been the key to keeping your team organized and scaled during these times of growth?
So we're actually close to 6 million now. People just don't know it yet.
Even better.
Yeah, we pick up, I don't know, anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 organic downloads every day. It's all been word of mouth, organic growth. There are a few reasons, for that. And then one, we were first market. We were one of the first products that was, tracking all cryptocurrencies across all exchanges. And to give you an idea of like how wide we went, we're directly connected, pulling price feeds from over 300 exchanges, and we support well over 8,000 cryptocurrencies on our platform.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's great. And one of the reasons that a lot of people I think first heard of Blockfolio was during the 2017 bull run, there was a lot of memes about people not being able to stop checking their Blockfolio trackers because the prices were going up so quickly. Do you honestly think that the memes have played a role in the growth and the adoption of Blockfolio?
Yeah, I think it actually has, like, our social media, like just referencing Blockfolio on social media has driven a lot of traffic to us. Whether it's like there's a number of hilarious memes that were coming out in 2017, 2018 that were I think we were sort of the right product at the right time, and captured sort of like a little bit of the zeitgeist. Even the name Blockfolio, when somebody hears it, if they know even just a small amount about crypto, the name Blockfolio, they instantly know what our app does, right? So
yeah, definitely. And with all these downloads, a lot of people probably downloaded it during the 2017, 2018 bull run. At the same time, a lot of people lose interest in cryptocurrency when it starts going down. So could you talk a little bit about how important it is for the active monthly user metrics, and how do you grow your base, and do you measure your KPIs based on active users?
So yeah, I think this kind of goes back to just being a believer in crypto, right? Because this entire industry has gone through these like boom and bust cycles multiple times now, right? And in 2015 when we launched Blockfolio, we saw a number of like well-funded startups that had to shut down, right? And and a lot of it is because so much of the interest in the crypto space, whether it's investment capital or users, whatever it might be, is really driven by the price, right? And when things are roaring and Bitcoin's near $20,000, everybody's investing, buying crypto. People are investing in startups, and then we go through these 2 or 3 year long stretches where these sort of very devastating bear cycles, I would say. And for Blockfolio, like, we've always been fairly conservative about our fiscal management. Also, another kind of component to it is during the bear cycles, you don't really get much viral growth. There's not a high viral coefficient. Obviously people share Blockfolio uh, a lot when they're making 10% every 2 weeks, through their
Yeah.
investments in crypto. In the bear markets, like we try to kind of look at it differently. We try to, align ourselves well with other strong brands in the ecosystem, try to do partnerships, kind of really cement our brand, and do a lot of, the busy work in building in anticipation for the needs that we anticipate, in anticipation for the needs that we see coming, in the next big bull cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so as far as KPIs go, just to be totally transparent, from 2018 to probably Q4 of 2019, we just saw a steady decline in daily active users and monthly active users. But this is probably not much different than, any major exchange in the crypto ecosystem or any other, really widely used product in crypto.
Definitely. And just as it's easy to make money in crypto during the bull run when everything's going up, it is easy to grow your company. And in those bear cycles, when the real hardworking companies put their heads down and focus on, making it to the next cycle and being the top in their industry when that next bull cycle hits, I think that's what really differentiates. And one of the ways that Blockfolio has differentiated is with this Blockfolio signal function. Can you talk a little bit about signal and how it adds value to the tracking?
Yeah. So, obviously price tracking is sort of like our bread and butter, what people come to the app for, but just tracking price isn't the only consideration when making investments. And then we realized there was a lot of misinformation in the crypto ecosystem. There's a lot of people scamming people over Telegram groups or Slack channels. And we saw a need for a direct line of communication that was coming from token team leadership. And so we decided to build this sort of updating feed where token teams can broadcast the latest updates and developments of that are happening in their protocols. And meanwhile, our users can get information that they trust directly, verifiable from the source.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought it was just a win for the entire ecosystem to have something like this available.
Yeah, no, it's actually a really great feature, and to get updates directly from them and trust that it's real, it's verified by Blockfolio is great, because there's definitely a lot of impersonating Twitter accounts and impersonating Slack groups and all of these. You always have to be cautious. So thank you for doing that. And on the top of the Blockfolio website, it mentions, this is a 100% free application. Anybody can go download it right now, and that's part of the reason why you've had such great viral growth. But I guess my question for the investors that are watching is, is there a revenue generation model? If the users aren't paying, how are you generating money and creating a sustainable company?
So yeah, so people don't realize that we actually do generate a decent amount of revenue at Blockfolio. And to give you a little bit of insight into it, on a monthly basis in Q1 of this year, we did well over 100 million page impressions in Blockfolio per month, right?
Wow.
We actually are, if you look at total aggregate of page impressions, we actually topped CoinMarketCap in, I think, every month this quarter in Q1, right?
Wow.
And that's something a lot of people don't realize. And I'd say last year we started kind of working with token projects and trying to figure out finding ways to offer them digital marketing or ways for them to kind of get visibility in front of Blockfolio users. We've come up with a number of different campaigns. Some of them aren't really available to U.S. customers, so you might not have seen them. But for instance, Solana recently did a CoinList reverse Dutch auction, and we made this sort of countdown clock available into something like 400,000 portfolios internationally. We geofenced out the U.S. And that would be an example of like a digital marketing, like a visibility campaign that we ran on the platform. We also, we have a couple other different ones, but I would say you might have also seen banner ads showing up on the chart pages. We had our we piloted that program, our inaugural marketing campaign with the banner ads was back in November when we helped MakerDAO push the launch of their multi-collateral DAI,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we're just kind of starting to explore more and more how we want to put ads and bring visibility to quality projects in the ecosystem and put them in front of our users. It's something I'm very kind of particular about. I'd like to think of us less like a billboard and more like a very prestigious music venue that has this amazing audience, and we have like these great acts that we want to put in front of them.
Yeah.
So we're always kind of like keeping our eyes out for great projects in the ecosystem and trying to see if we can find ways to support them.
Mm-hmm. That's great to know, and that's very impressive to know that you're on par and even above CoinMarketCap. And CoinMarketCap was recently bought by Binance for 400 million, somewhere around there. And because of their user base and the amount of impressions that they're getting, it's become one of the most popular sites. Do you foresee in the future something similar may be happening where Binance or another large conglomerate may approach Blockfolio to buy it?
To be honest, we get approached probably like once every 6 or 8 months. Like it happens pretty frequently.
Yeah.
Right. And I think there might be a time in the future where we're interested in selling the company, but I just think we have like a great product and a lot of room to grow. And like I said, I see this as like a very responsible gatekeepers to this ecosystem where people don't realize like trust is something that's really important. And it's something that we're fortunate that it was always like a priority at Blockfolio.
Definitely, and you're right. There is a long way to go, and we are very early in the scope of the entire cryptocurrency industry. So I guess looking forward, I'd love to know, is there any development roadmap, features and functions that users can be looking forward to? Yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question. What do you think is the most logical thing that we do from where we're at? If you had a guess, just a random.
That's a tough question. It already has great functions with the notifications, the push notifications coming in, and the portfolio trackers. But I'm not sure exactly how you could get more people on, besides adding more functions, making more partnerships somehow.
Yeah, like we're always looking, for things to do. I think let's just put it this way: I wouldn't be surprised if in the future you see a Blockfolio branded exchange coming.
Very interesting. Yeah, and I was thinking that CoinMarketCap, all these other news sites and aggregators have the buy Bitcoin button, buy Ethereum button, usually using referrals to gain more traction. But expanding beyond there, I could definitely foresee people are already looking at their prices there. Why go to the exchange to trade a coin when you're already on Blockfolio? So that's very interesting.
Exactly. We're just going to continue to build out the suite of services to keep people in our app and keep them happy and provide them, best pricing information, the best financial information, direct news updates from token projects, and maybe the ability to trade. So.
Very exciting, Edward. Well, is there a Blockfolio community that people can reach out and join or follow along with these development roadmaps for when they come out?
Yeah, so we have just like a general Telegram community. You can access it through the Blockfolio app, and in sort of the what's it called, the kind of near the settings, you have like the ability to go to our different social media channels, or you can access it through www.blockfolio.com and towards the bottom of the page, there's ways to find our Telegram community there.
Awesome. Well, I'll leave the links to the Blockfolio app and the communities in the description box below for the viewers. And that's all the time that we have for the interview, but I really appreciate you coming on, and I'm looking forward to seeing the future of Blockfolio's growth, because I know that there are great times ahead, and I'm wishing you all the best with that. And let's follow up in the near future, Edward.
Thanks so much for your time, Ashton.